Today, we're going to be taking my bubble tea art to the third dimension. Last year, I designed this bubble tea art with cats, clouds, and black and orange boba. I'm so in love with what I created here, but I just never turned it into a poster. I always thought that there was just something missing for this piece of art, and now I know it just needs another dimension added. So luckily, over the past 3 months, I've been learning how to do Blender. If you haven't checked out my Blender series where I learned Blender in 30 days, it's a good series to watch to see how I actually learn how to do all this 3D stuff. Let me get my iPad so we can dissect the art. Got it. Okay, so this is what we are working with. As you can see, we have 3 cats and they're trying to steal the boba out of the bubble tea. The bubble tea is in like a milk carton because I thought that was like bougie. And there's like little fluffy clouds and a bunch of little leaves and just really cute things going on. I haven't really been doing a lot of character modeling. So I don't know how I'm gonna go with doing the cats, but we'll see. I don't even think I've done a cat. I definitely have done a frog and he looks really good. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I also haven't designed a 3D milk carton, so all of this is just gonna be a lot of trial and error, so stick around to the end to see if I can actually make this. Alright, and let's just jump straight into Blender. So the first thing I always do is just delete everything and bring in the reference, because how else would I know what I'm making? So I started out making the milk carton because it was like the main showstopper, you know, the bubble tea is going to be in the milk carton. And then I went in to do the little sun, and I struggled with this a little bit, but I think she turns out really like cute in a way. Went in and started to do the cats and just used a round cube for that, and then used the mirror modifier to keep everything looking symmetrical. Added in those eyes, the nose, and then like the little like, I don't know what this part of the cat is called, but you know what I mean. One thing I realize now is I never did whiskers, but in the picture they don't have whiskers, so that's fine. So I went in to do the body and then extruded those vertices down so that I could also do the little feet and then pull them out as well. Did her little arms and made sure everything was looking cute, and I also gave them like a little tummy, like, I don't know what you'd call that, like different colored fluff tummy, you know, because I thought that would be cute. Here I am making the clouds. I started out with a cube and then just extrude the faces out, and then I just add a subdivision modifier so that it is round. Here I was trying to do something really cool with the clouds and make the clouds like have that like fluffy look to them. You know, when you look at a cloud, there's like some part of the cloud that's transparent and some part of the cloud that's like not, but it was really hard to do, so, and it crashed Blender, so I just didn't do that. Here I am, went in to make the leaves, and then I went in to change up the different cats. So I had one cat that was swimming, one cat that was holding his boba, and then I had another cat just like sitting on the roof, making sure that no one is gonna come and catch them stealing the boba. So with all those 3 cats down, took me a little bit of time to actually get the milk carton right. So I put in the liquid, it's a cube, full of that, but I was trying to work out how to like do the cutout of the milk carton so that they could actually get in and out. So in the end, I have no idea how I actually did this. Yeah, it was really hard because I just had to like cut it out, and it kept crashing Blender. It was rough. As you can see, I ended up just going in and just deleting those vertices so that we had the hole. I duplicated out those vertices and I just extruded them down, so it gave them a little bit more depth, and then made them their own selection and gave them the subdivision modifier. Here I went in, this little cat is like sitting on the top of the milk bottle, and then I placed this one, he's gonna be holding the boba, and then I placed the one swimming as well. I'm in love with how these all turned out. I also added the cloud modifier to the clouds just to give them that extra little bit of texture. And here I am just placing in the leaves. I feel like my leaves are actually getting better. For a long time they were looking bad, but here I am, I say that and this leaf isn't that good, but I am trying to get better with my leaves, don't you worry. So here I am making like kind of a fan leaf to put in as well, and then I just colored it. I think at this point it was the only thing I texturized. And then I just placed that around the little bubble tea drink as well. Then I went in to give the boba some shine to it, and I started to texturize everything using the shading tab just to give transparency to the milk carton so you could actually see through it. And then you could actually see through the liquid as well, because I want to be able to see through, you know. Added some texture to the clouds as well, so they weren't just one color, and I use a Voronoi texture for that because I love Voronoi textures. Here I am doing the little cat, and then just doing the placement of everything, coloring in all the cats. They all have like colors that like overlap with each other, and I think they turned out very cute. I'm quite happy with them. Also went in and gave the sun like a little smiley face, and just used a cylinder for the smile. Went in and placed all the boba around, and then also changed some of the small boba to be a brown color, which is the color of boba. And I just went in and started to see what looked good. I started to render it to see like how the lighting was going through the carton. This is the first time I've done like 2 transparent objects with stuff inside, so it was a little nerve-wracking to get right, but I'm very happy with the outcome. I think now what we're going to do is I'm going to jump us straight into Blender and I will show you what we have. Okay, so this is what we're looking like in Blender. I did hide all the lighting and the cameras and stuff just so that we could focus on the main star of the show. So here's what it's looking like. I'm very impressed with how this turned out. I think it looks very similar, if not the same, to the original, which is cute. I really like taking it to the 3rd dimension. I think it really gave it what it was missing. So let me introduce you to the cat. So we have this little cat. He is super mischievous. He already has a boba. He's like ready to go. He went in to steal it. He got it. He's done really well. Then we have this cat. He is the lookout. He's like looking around, looking to make sure that they can still steal the boba and to make sure that no one is coming to catch them. So his job is very important as well. And then we have the 3rd little cat who's actually swimming for the boba and then chucking it up to this cat. So very mischievous little cats. I'm very impressed with how they turned out. One thing I couldn't do was like the water droplets everywhere. I just didn't know how to do that, but just pretend like it's there. So let's go through the milk carton. So I gave it a little outline so it wasn't just like fully transparent, because it was like a little bit hard to like grasp when it was just everything was transparent. We did the top bit as well so the little cats can get in and out, and it actually looks really cool from this perspective. And then the water is like that as well, and I'm really impressed with the transparency of this and the effect. I just think it looks really good, so really happy with that. If we go in, what we can do is we can just hide that and hide that, and you can just like see the setup here. So the cat's swimming for the boba. There's boba around everywhere. We placed our little leaves everywhere, this type of leaf, and we also have these types of leaves, and the little clouds at the bottom as well, the clouds at the top, and we have a little sun here as well, and the sun is emitting like a little bit of light, which is very cute. And I also put some area lights inside the teas so that you could actually see what was going on. So this is what it's looking like. And this is what it's looking like rendered. Every week when I do a video, I'm like so amazed about how far I'm going, how like I can just turn my 2D art into 3D and how good it is looking. I'd really like to know if you enjoyed this style of video where I just recreate like my 2D art into 3D, because I really enjoy these videos. And if you enjoy the cats, I know I want to get better at modeling, so I have a few videos in the future where I'm going to be doing some more character modeling, and I'm very excited about those. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will now see you in the next video.